Hey guys, it's Simply Obsessed and welcome to my channel. If you are new here and watching one of my videos for the very first time, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by and taking the time to watch one of my videos. I greatly appreciate it. And if you have been here for a while, I still want to say thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and thanks for taking the time to watch one of my videos. So today I have a kitchen speed build for you all, and this kitchen is called Pristine Pastels. This cute and clever name was suggested by Lovely on Twitter, so thank you so much, Lovely. This name is totally adorable and I just think it matches the build so well, so thank you so much, Lovely. Really appreciate it. To all those that suggested names that weren't chosen, don't worry, I still love you guys. You guys will definitely have more chances to name my builds. I've decided that since I completely suck at coming up with cool and clever names for my builds, I'm leaving that up to you guys. So what I'm going to do is post a picture of my builds on Twitter and Instagram, and you guys can comment on those postings. You can comment leaving your name suggestions, and the name that is chosen will get a shout out. So if your name is chosen, you'll get a shout out in the speed build video for that build. I'm doing this because you guys are awesome. You guys come up with some really cool name suggestions, and it takes a lot of pressure off of me because I completely suck at coming up with cool and clever names. You've probably heard me mention this a bajillion times before, and yeah, I love hearing from you guys, and you guys come up with some pretty cool suggestions, so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So if you want to have your name suggestion in the running, make sure that you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll make sure that I leave my Twitter and Instagram handles on the screen. They're also in the description box below, so make sure that you give me a follow if you want to suggest a name for my builds and possibly get a shout out. Yeah. Oh, this kitchen is available in the Sims 4 gallery. You can search for it using hashtag #SimplyObsessed or hashtag #SimplyObsessed28. It should be called Pristine Pastels Kitchen in the gallery. Make sure that you enable move objects on. I highly suggest it. I used it a lot for this build, and just to make sure that everything functions properly, just make sure that you move objects on before you place this kitchen in your game. So yeah, let's get into the details for this build. So you can tell by the name of this kitchen that it has some pastels, and in the beginning of this video you're probably wondering like, what the heck, there's nothing pastel about this build. Well, in the beginning of this whole kitchen building process, I wanted to have a retro inspired kitchen. I wanted the black and white tiles on the floor, I wanted the red appliances, I wanted exposed brick. I had this whole idea in mind for a retro inspired kitchen, but at the end of the day I didn't really like how everything looked. I don't know what it is, but I've tried to do retro inspired kitchens for a mighty long time. I think I've tried to create one maybe 6 times now and every single time I try it, I'm not in love with it. I don't know if it's maybe it's just me being too hard on myself, but every single time I try to do a retro inspired kitchen, I end up hating it, or I get stuck on one little tiny detail and I end up scrapping the whole thing. And that is what happened with this build. So this originally wasn't going to be a pastel build, but it is now. I decided to change the color of the appliances, I changed the color of the flooring, the tiles, and the wallpaper, and came up with something totally new. And I think I did a pretty good job. Building kitchens is not something that I do very often. This is only my second kitchen build on this channel. The first one I did was, I want to say 2 years ago when I just started this channel, and yeah, that's a mighty long time ago, and I have, I think, close to maybe 300 videos on this channel, and yeah, this is only my second kitchen speed build, so that goes to show you that I don't really do kitchen builds very often. I did this one because I've been trying to step out of my comfort zone. I want to become a better builder, work on my building skills a little bit, and I decided to challenge myself and build a kitchen, and I'm proud of the end result. I see little rooms for improvement, little pieces that I would change here and there, but that's a part of the learning process. Practice makes perfect, and in order for me to become a better builder, I just have to practice. So yeah, this is my practice kitchen. I wish we had more clutter. When I was building this kitchen, I just had so many ideas that I wish I could use. Like, I wish we had little cereal boxes that I could leave on the counter. I wish we had like cartons of milk and things like that. I know that there are items when you use the hidden objects on cheat, but I would love just like little pieces of clutter that you didn't have to cheat for, that you could add to your kitchens. It would make this kitchen come alive. I know that there's like a little lunchbox you can use. When you use hidden objects on, you can have the little the table place settings that came with Parenthood. I know you could add that. I do regret not using that now that I think about it. I should have used that. But yeah, I wish we had a little more clutter. There's a lot of bits and pieces of clutter that I really would have loved to add to this kitchen, but at the end of the day, I'm proud of the end result. I'm proud of myself. I know I'm not the best builder, but I am proud of my little creation here. This kitchen has a back counter area that you see behind the island. I wanted to add that because I didn't want that wall to be empty, and so I add a microwave, and there's bits and pieces of clutter. There's some recipe books, there's some pots and pans and little things like that. For this wall, I had no idea what to do with it, but I was like, I don't want to add another seating area because that would just be too much, so I decided to add the extra counter space. I love the pet food clutter that came with pets, so I stuck some pet food next to the counter that sits behind the island. I love that. I think it's so cute because in real life I have bags of dog food sitting next to counters in my kitchen, and I added 2 pet feeders by the island. I always add 2 because I like to imagine that one of them is a water bowl. That's something that I wish came with pets, like a little water bowl. Like, we have the pet bowl, but I would love to have them like be able to get a little drink of water. So I always add 2 because I pretend like one is a water bowl. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did for this build. I kept it simple. I didn't want to crowd it up too much. I didn't want to add too much. I kept it pretty simple. One of the hard parts was choosing the seating that's by the windows. I wanted to have a rectangular table, but then again I thought that took up too much space, so I stuck with a little circle table with a candle and the 2 chairs. I wanted to add some artwork to this kitchen, but I felt like there really wasn't a place for it. There wasn't enough space, so I used a cork board, and I think I add the whiteboard that came with Parenthood. I honestly can't remember, which is bad because I did this build just a couple days ago. But yeah, I always love adding the cork board because I always think of them in kitchens. Like, you just have your space where you have all your phone numbers for like the plumber or business cards or, you know, takeout menus and all that. So I added the cork board. And wait, did I get rid of the 2 pet bowls by the island? It looks like I did. I thought that I left that. Oh well, oops guys. My bad. I thought that I left the 2 pet bowls by the island. Turns out I didn't. My bad. I do know that I add a clock over the bags of dog food. Yeah. But it looks like we're at the screenshots now. So before I go, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to receive upload notifications so that way you don't miss out on my future uploads. That's only if you like what you see. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a really amazing day no matter who you are or where you are. And I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.